Hi, I'm Antoine Rempp, founder of Executor Experts. I've been organizing events, live events across the country, and also have a website that has a lot of information to help executors and testators. And today I have Russel Schoeppe with me, and he's the founder of Executor Made Easy. So that's a very interesting platform, and I find a lot of the challenges is for people to find out where that information is, and that's what you found a need and you created a solution for it. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about what your company is, how you came about to start it, and what it does?
Okay, firstly, thank you, Antoine, and what you've created is a very, very valuable system for people, because it's one of those things people don't want to deal with. Yes. Ours is, I've always kept information for my family regarding where our assets are, where our bank accounts are and stuff, because 15 years ago, I was looking and go, okay, if something happens to me, no one's going to be able to know where this information is. Sure. And then about 5 years ago, my mother asked me to be her executor. And I said, oh, now I got to create the same thing for her. Mm-hmm. And I thought, oh, there's got to be something online to be able to do this to make it easier. And I looked and there wasn't. So that's how we developed the platform, interviewed and met with numerous lawyers, numerous accountants, and a lot of different people who had been executors to gather the information I required. And that's how we came up with Executor Made Easy. And the whole goal of the website is to allow anybody that has an asset a place to be able to store it, so when something happens to them, and when I say something, the inevitable, I don't say it's a for sure thing, because I've had people comment, so I just say the inevitable. And what it does is it allows the executor to be able to execute the will in a much easier fashion. One of the things most of the lawyers told me were executors would come in, and at the beginning we're all excited and, oh yeah, I'm the executor of this. 6 months later they'd come in and their chin was down, and a year later they were in tears. Yes. They couldn't find the information, it was way harder than they want, they're getting pressure from all the people, they don't know what to do, and et cetera, et cetera. What our website allows is for a person to store all their assets and information that they have. It doesn't allow you to store anything sensitive. Mm-hmm. So when you can put down where your properties are, where your bank accounts are, if you've got pets, who's going to take your pets? Little things that a lot of people don't think about. A lot of loyalty cards out there right now. Yes. Now you can add your loyalty cards in there. You could have millions of points that just get lost. That's right. As of 2019 in January, there's now $819 million in unclaimed balances being held by the Bank of Canada. And these balances vary from bank accounts to bonds to different things that people they don't know. They've been inactive for the last, I think it has to be a 24-month period depending on what the balance is. And then there's specific rules by the Canadian government on how long they have to keep those balances. And after a certain period, it goes into the Bank of Canada and to the Government of Canada's general revenue. Sure. So a lot of people lose those assets mainly because no one knew about them. Sure. There's a very popular show out there called Storage Wars, where people auction off storage lockers that have not had the bills paid for a certain amount of period. Typically, these again are from someone that didn't know they existed, passed away, and no one knew about it. And there could be thousands and thousands of dollars of valuable stuff in those.
So your platform is online, right?
Yes.
And it's executormadeeasy.com?
Yes.
That's where they can find it?
Yes.
And what is the cost, just briefly?
So right now it's a $99 fee to set up,
yes, and
then it's a $19 annual fee to maintain it.
So it's one time $100?
Yes.
And then every year $20, and you have all your information
there
right on the cloud.
And the great thing about it is that we can set it up where you'll get reminders set if you want, and those type of things, because once you get everything in, and it is time consuming, depending on how much stuff you have, it is not easy, because we went through all the potential stuff that you could potentially need to have in there, and when you get in there, it's overwhelming. And it takes a while. And spread out. Like, you don't have to do it all in one sitting or 1 week, but once it's in there, then it's set up and it's great for you because now you only need to make little adjustments as you age and get on in life. And other things in there that you can put in if you're kids. Mm-hmm. Now, none of this website's legal, so it all has to be in your will. However, it does help you break out things, and the end of it all, so when we say you don't store anything sensitive in there, for example, your bank account, you put down, I'm with the Royal Bank of Canada at this address and here's their phone number.
Yes.
At the end of it, you print out a PDF form that it says there, and then on that PDF form, you can write down your bank account number. That gets stored with your will, so when the inevitable happens, the executor gets given all the information and can easily find all your assets as it's laid out for them instead of them having to look. Okay. And as the world changes, right now, in the past, everybody used to get statements sent to them once a month or whatever, and they could find all the paperwork after hours of looking and days of searching. Nowadays, though, a lot of people have gone paperless, and you get emails.
Yeah.
So,
and if your email account is frozen or if you don't know where it is,
yes,
then you can't get that information.
Exactly.
Just you said none of that website is legal. So that's just a way to say it, but it's not an illegal website. It's just the information on there. So I just want to confirm that for our listener, because I'm like, okay, none of it is legal.
Yeah, no.
So it is legal, but it's not like, it doesn't have the weight of a will.
Exactly, it doesn't have, exactly.
It's a good document to add with your will in your safety deposit box, for example. And when the executor is going to take on the role, they're going to have the will that explains what they want to do, but they're also going to have a list of assets with everything on there, like what does a pet want for food. And so thank you for that. We're going to cover more questions, but let's leave it at that for now.
Thank you.
Thank you.